friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha. Life has been crazy the last couple weeks. Just super busy trying to do what I can. As you may or may not know, if this is your first time watching this video, I'm no longer with the job I had been with for the last 7 years, so I am doing what I can to make ends meet, and that keeps me busy. I am like creating bookish type nails and really just kind of leaning into that creativity while applying for lots of jobs and doing lots of other things. So that does take a lot of my time, but I also want to take advantage of the time that I am not currently working to make content and really dive into this as well. So I can't let that get away from me, but I want to do Vlogmas, and I think my Vlogmas is gonna kind of be more of like just hanging out, you know, like let's hang out as if we're on FaceTime and let's do things. Like you can see behind me, it is a mess. So I need to clean, but I am doing a few little like admin things that I have to get done today, and then I'm gonna clean. I am currently reading Alchemized. Let me pull up this huge book. I am 100 and I'm not very far in. I'm 121 pages in. I will say that I still am slightly confused, but I was very confused when I started. It kind of felt like I jumped into the middle of a series and just started reading like the second book in a series. And I get why it felt that way, because this was originally a fanfic. And granted, I have not read Manacled, and I have not read Harry Potter, any of the Harry Potters. So I only know that world by watching the movies. I don't know people's names, like, you know, how you would probably know them if you read the books. So when I kind of got thrown into this, my understanding is that it is a fanfic in that universe and that realm of things. So the fanfic used, you know, the actual names of the characters. In this, they're not the names of the character, they're changed. I don't know if the universe changed at all. I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, it definitely felt like I jumped in the middle of a series and started reading, and it's like trying to tell the world by as you go and as you read the book. But yeah, it was a little hard for my tiny brain to grasp, but I think I have now clawed my little hands in there, and I am understanding a little bit more. It's getting a little interesting now. I'm still slightly confused. She has tried to unalive herself. She has very unaliving herself tendencies, which I don't blame her, because she is, you know, there's a lot going on. But I have to have this book read by the 20th. It's over 1,000 pages and I'm only 120 some pages in. So I definitely need to read a bit more. I also don't want to talk too much about this book because it is very long. A lot of people are very intimidated by it. It is still a fairly new book. It just came out in the last few months. So I don't want to give any sort of spoilers. And if people are like me, who are Harry Potter virgins when it comes to the books and want to dive into this, I want people to be able to enjoy that. But anyway, yeah, so I'm currently reading that. I am listening to the Southerners. Where is it? I just had the book out. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I'm listening to that one. Oh, sorry, I look wild. I'm listening to that one, and I am liking it a lot. I like the voice actress for it because it sounds like an older lady. And it sets the vibes very nice. It's a funny book so far. Yeah, so I'm doing that. And then on my e-reader, I am reading Bewitched. And I'm also liking that one as well. And the reason why I do that is because like I can't take Alchemized with me everywhere. Like I can't read this one-handed. So when I go to appointments and stuff, I don't want to lug this big old brick around. So I take the e-reader. And that's been easier. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I am currently listening, reading physically or ebooks, and yeah, hopefully I can get a good chunk of Alchemized done this week, as well as finishing up the vampire one and Bewitched as well. So we shall see. But for right now, I'm just doing some admin work, and then I gotta clean, and I'm gonna listen to my audiobooks while I clean, and just bring you along with me. So enjoy. So administrative stuff is done. One of my good friends, she's actually even been sending me like jobs that come up in her work. And so I was just reviewing some of those jobs and applying for those as well. So that's really nice. But I sold a book. So I sold a book on Pango. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to go out. This one's like one of the Christmas books that I read last year. I didn't enjoy it very much. I don't know why. I had a hard time getting into it, but that's okay. Someone else gets to enjoy it. It's cute, has sprayed edges. Love it. It's brand new. I think I read a little bit of it and then I did the audiobook for the rest. So honestly, I didn't even read this whole thing physically. I like to add some goodies. 2 princes, 2 rival holidays. What could possibly go right? So one is the, like, I can't remember if he was like Santa Claus's son. I think that's what it was. And then the other one was like Halloween's like king or prince. And yeah, so that was just like a fun time with them, and there was some rivalry, and they had like all of the holidays kind of got together for this event, and you know, everyone got to be there, and that's kind of where these guys met. So I don't remember the whole plot again, because it wasn't something that I was like super into, but I do remember a little bit of it. So I will pick up these like book things. Like this one is The 7-Year Itch by Amy Dawes. And I guess these are just the characters. And this is like, there's extra that'll sometimes be at the ripped bodice. And then like, I don't know which book this one comes from, but I mean, it's cute. It looks like a baseball one. And then I received this when I had first received the Ariel, is that how you say it? Allurial package. And I kind of like it. I don't know if I'll give this away because I really like that style and I might end up using it in my my journal. This one is for If Not For My Baby. I don't think I will get rid of that. I actually think I'm going to put that in the book. And then I just have like, I have other stuff. Like I bought a special edition of a book on Kickstarter, and it came with like some pretty cool things, and I know that I won't use them, so I'm going to include them whenever. This is like fantasy, so I'll put that in with fantasy books. And then this is like another sticker that looks like it's character art. And then every time I go to a bookstore, if they have free bookmarks, best believe I get the bookmark. So this is one, I believe. So, and then from conventions too. I'll go to conventions, and if there's like indie authors, like this one is specifically one from New Mexico. Cozy Southwestern Murder Mysteries with Humor, Light, Romance, and Engaging Characters by Amy M. Bennett. And then I have more from Albuquerque. And then I made these ones myself. This was like a part of a little like art thing that we did for our first book club. And then I had some extra midliner. Like I had multiple of these same colors, so if they match the book, I'll put them in there. And then yeah, I have so many bookmarks. Like I said, I just will grab them. So I'll put them in the ones that I think kind of go with it. Sometimes if I don't have one that goes with it, I'll just look for something similar. I believe I do have some LGBTQ, a gentleman's gentleman. Okay, that one's one there. I just do something little like that. And then I get out my washi tape. And I have both Christmas and Halloween washi tape. Okay, look how cute this one is. Christmas and Halloween. I think I have other ones too. Yeah, another Christmas. Oh, I like these ones because the edges are like wavy. Focus. There we go. And then I know I have more Halloweens. Yeah, this cute one here. So I do all this. I don't know if people appreciate it, but I think it would be cool to get a book and to have all of this stuff connected to it. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So I have to make sure there's no Merlin hairs on everything, because there always is. Let's do this one. How cute this is. I love how it's cut. Love it. Washi tape doesn't like do any damage, so that's why I like to use that on the books, because I know it won't fuck up the book. And it's ready to go. So I just got to take this over to the post office, and then it can get sent on its lovely little way. I need to clean, so I'm going to take you with me while we clean and just chat. And I have lots of things on my mind, so I hope that you will find it interesting. Okay, I need to get this disgusting kitchen clean. I swear I'm moving things around and making it worse. Randomly started taking out all the clean dishes and put them on the counter, and then like there's still dirty ones everywhere. So it's really not as bad as it looks, but I need to straighten it out. So I'm going to continue listening to the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I am 51% in. I'm liking it a lot so far. I will say I agree with Courtney. I think I like the How to Sell a Haunted House book the best. I also read that one, so I wasn't listening to it, but I don't think it would change very much. So yeah, I'm going to keep listening to that one. I'm going to clean this kitchen, and I'm going to try to have it all done before we go to the gym. So I'm in speed mode. I'm going to take off my ring. Let's clean. This bitch is dirty. Look at that. Dirty. I love Costco, but we can't eat 2 loaves of bread like this, which is fine. I'm not complaining about having stuff, but I have to freeze one. And that reminds me of like my grandma. This book is so infuriating. It's set in the 90s. Let me pause it. It's set in the 90s. And there's like all of these housewives who have been like, they're bored. So they start a book club. And they start this book club. Originally, it was like classic books that they were reading. They kind of got bored. They kind of got into it with each other. And now they've changed how they're doing their book club. And their book club that they're doing now is like not all of the ladies who were in the first one are in this one. And they kind of do like true crime stuff and a little more gory things. And they talk about, I think, did they do a romance? I don't remember. But anyways, they talk about all this stuff. And they're like just like nosy housewives, right? So they watch everything that's going on in the neighborhood, and they notice that one of their neighbors had been a little strange, and then they went to go check on her, and she like went crazy and bit one of the lady's ears, like bit a piece of her ear off. Literally, what's his name? Mike Tyson. Literally Mike Tyson her ass. And then she ended up like passing away. So supposedly her nephew is the one who's taking care of the house now. Well, pretty positive he's the vampire. Kids are going missing. Also, the main character, her mother-in-law is, they're taking care of her, and she is like in and out of it. Like, I'm just showing a knife. In and out of it, like mentally. So sometimes she'll be able to have like full conversations, and then other times she will, you know, like if she had dementia or something. So yeah, she will like have these moments where she's talking clear, but it's not very many sentences. And then she has other moments where she's just like rambling and, you know, like drooling and just really making it hard to believe things that she says when she's actually like conscious. But she saw this man who's the nephew, and she like started freaking out kind of, and was like, get him away from me, and freaking out. Then she randomly has this like bout of consciousness, and she's talking to her daughter-in-law and pretty much explaining like, that man got so many people addicted to like this and that and this and that. And she was just going off, and like the daughter-in-law, the main character, she was shocked because she was like, she hasn't talked like this in years. Like I can't remember the last time she was able to string like multiple sentences together like this. So that like made her freak out a little bit. But she had been talking with this man and like really chatting with him and kind of like liking him a little bit. But then that kind of made her freak out a little. So she was falling for his vampiric ways, right? Like I don't know. He's just like a master manipulator so far. And he's just like, anything that somebody says about him, he always has something else to say, of course. He's like covering his tracks really well. So right now, all these women are like she's convinced all of her book club friends that all of these things have happened and that he's responsible. And she just knows like weird shit was happening at her house and like he randomly was there. Like scary stuff, like things with her and her kids. And I don't want to give too many things away, but a lot of this weird shit has been happening. So then she knows something's up. She knows that he's a vampire, but she can't prove it. So she's gotten all these women to be on her side. And let me see if I could do this so it's not so loud. She's got all these women to be on her side. And they're like going to tell their husbands like, hey, this is what's going on and we need help. I don't know if he has like manipulated the husbands to not listen to them, or if they're just so freaking misogynistic that they don't care what women have to say. And this is in the 90s. This is based in the 90s. So like, yes, they are housewives. But it's not like 50s housewives vibes. Like, you know, where they're gonna, they still treat women differently, but it's not at the same level. So, it's just so frustrating. They're just like, he has this weird van. There was mentions of this van that were seen at different crime or different scenes, like bad things were happening. We know this is him. It's his license plate. He keeps it in his storage unit. Can you go check out the storage unit and see? And they're just like, no. And they're like, please, we're telling you, like, we're your wives, listen to us. And they're like, no, it's fine. He's fine. And they're like, just because you had drinks with him at the country club doesn't mean that he's like a good guy. Like, you don't know him. And they're just not listening, and it's driving me crazy. And I know it's a part of the plot, but men just bug the fuck out of me. And this is making him bug me even more. So yeah, that's currently what's happening. Nobody's listening to these women, and they're, I like want to scream. I want to scream at them. I'm like patting my head because I'm so stressed. Anyway, I'm going to listen to more. This book. I'm obsessed. Okay, this guy just like infiltrated their book club. Like, this is ladies only. And he like talked his way in, and oh my God. Motherfucker. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. All right, dishes are done. I just gotta wipe down the counters. Kitchen will be completed, and then straighten out the living room. What time is it? Try to straighten out the bathroom and then get ready for the gym. Yay! So, if you are looking for an aesthetically pleasing channel, this is probably not the channel for you, because I'm like a regular person, struggling through life like everyone else. And yeah, I live in a regular ass place. Even though I live in Los Angeles, I am not a bougie bitch. So as much as I would love to be, I am not. But I came over here and I realized I have new books to show you. Yay. I received my final Illuma crate. I'm so sad. And then I also realized too that I had footage from a few weeks ago that got messed up. Like it didn't have any sound and it sounded really weird. And I had new books that I had shown in that video too. So let me pull those out. So I went and did my friend's nails in Torrance a few weeks ago. And I had never been to Torrance before, like actually like looking around and being around there. Sorry if this is really backlit. Let me do it like this. Is that better? Man, your girl looks rough. Okay, so I went to this really cool used bookstore and I can't remember the name of it. Damn, I can't remember the name and I don't have the stickers on these anymore. But it was at the Torrance Mall out there, and I got Malice, which is like a fairy tale retelling of Sleeping Beauty. So this one's pretty cool. And then I watched Frankenstein, but I had never read the book Frankenstein, so I really wanted to read it, but I wanted a paperback version. And I went to another bookstore, used bookstore here in the Valley. And it's the one I usually go to. And I realized that their stuff is so overpriced for used books. Like it's a little ridiculous. The fact that they had a Frankenstein book that was a hardcover from the 70s, they were saying that it was vintage. So it was like $40. It wasn't even in great shape. So I was like, F that. I went on Pango and I saw this cover and I really liked this cover. And then I went to that bookstore and they literally had the same cover. So I got this for like $5. And then I think I got this one for $5 as well. So yeah, I also went in without going on Goodreads. That was one of my goals, was just to go in and look around and see if there's anything that sticks out to me. And I'm not going to look it up on Goodreads. And that's how I found Malice. So hopefully it's good. And then I went to my friend's house and she gave me a couple ARCs. So this one is A Fate So Cold by Amanda Foote and C.L. Herman. This is a fantasy. Two chosen ones with one choice, the world or each other. So yes, got this one. And then Sea of Blood. This is another ARC. Mythology and folklore inspired by the pre-colonial Philippines. So there's like that kind of mix in here. And she had like interviewed a bunch of people who knew about these myths and stuff, and like got as much information as she could from like real people who had grown up hearing all of this. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. This one looks like, it says book 1 in Horizon series. So Sea of Blood. Aradia is meant to be a healer, so she spent her childhood molding herself into someone worthy. And despite being cursed to never fall in love, she has the obligation to continue a precious bloodline. But when a family secret is revealed, Aradia must thrust herself away from everything she has ever known and into a company of those who have secrets of their own. So yeah, excited for these two. And then my last Illuma crate box. Beautiful book though. A Rather Vengeful Accord by Danielle Knight. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Of course. Let me show you the inside. Beautiful. And then the back. Beautiful again. The hardcover. Carla said this looks like Lady Gaga. She really does. So yeah. So there's these ones. So I have to add this one to my, I actually might have already added it, but I need to add that one to my my physical TBR. And I also need to add this one. So as you may have seen in my last vlog, when I was chatting with Courtney and Candace, we are going to do a group annotation. So we're all going to pick a book, we're going to annotate it, and then we're going to switch books. So we'll only read 3 books total. And we want it to be a paperback. So I had a few options, and then I was at Target yesterday. Damn it, this sticker is not coming off good. I was at Target yesterday and I saw Direbound and I was like, I really want to read that one. I think I'm going to get that one. So then I was like, hey, what about Direbound? And then I didn't wait to hear back and I just bought it. And they're like, that's a series. And I was like, damn, well, I already bought the book. So, so I have Direbound to read. But I've heard such good things about it. I've heard mixed, but mostly good. All right. So let's add one more thing or a couple more books to the ever-growing physical TBR. I think we have to take a few of these off. Okay, cool. So I've already added the few arcs that I showed you, Frankenstein and Malice. And then the only new book that I've obtained, that was another thing that happened too that I wasn't able to show you guys, which really sucks. I went to this really, really, really fun author event. Kiss of the Basilisk is the first book. The second book just came out last month, and that one is Between Two Kings. It was such a cool event. There was a photo booth, so I got to take pictures with all the girlies, and then me and Courtney got to go and take pictures as well. So that was really cool and really fun. Then they had somebody doing permanent jewelry, so I got a ring, if you can see, and then I got an additional bracelet. I don't know if you can see it. This one right here. So yes, now I have 2 permanent bracelets and then a ring. And the ring is really nice because I can still take it off. So yeah, it was so fun. I have not read those books. So like when I went up to go meet the author, I haven't read any of your books. I'm so sorry. But she was so funny. I was laughing. Really cool author. So I did get that book. I really want to read those books, but I'm so nervous because I know those are unhinged. Like that, they're the definition of unhinged. I have not read those ones yet. Okay, so we have Between Two Kings, Dire Bound by Sable Sorensen. And then I have A Rather Vengeful Accord. A Rather Vengeful Accord by Danielle Knight. Okay, cool. So we're at 130 books. Can I take anybody off? I believe I can here. So first time caller, I can remove that one. Did I not even add it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there was another one I saw. Okay, Terror at the Gates. I can remove this one. Delete row. So first time caller, Terror at the Gates. And then I'm currently reading Southern, because I'm reading it right now and I'm going to actually finish it. And then Alchemized, I'm currently reading. I don't think I'm going to take that one off of here yet. Bewitched. I'm going to keep those 2 on there. But I know for sure the Southern, I'm halfway through that one. Just in case, for some reason, I DNF those other ones. But yeah, I'm going to leave those ones on there for now. I should be at 128, right? 127. Okay, cool. That works. So I've added those. Now these can go on to these ridiculously packed shelves. Oh, I did get something from the Red Rising. I forgot to add Red Rising. Damn, girl, stop buying books. Let me show you guys this. It's so pretty. I've never read the book, but I know I'm gonna love it. And Emily went to the signing with him and got this collector's edition. And in the back, it says, my love, remember the cries where winter died for spring skies. And then the front is this, and the back, and then the gorgeous side. And then I believe there is, yeah, their solar system is in here. And then it has this really cool, I'll never take it out, but it has like a removable little poster. How cool. And then it's signed by Mr. Pierce Brown. You already know it's signed. My ass is gonna get it. And then of course the map. I definitely want to read this. I've heard so many good things about it. And yeah, it's on my list. So now I just added it. So I'm back up to 128. I want to say that's all the books that I have gotten recently. Because the other, oh shit. No. Okay, nothing happened. This is just not folding right. There we go. The other book that I did get was the Book of Azrael, but I read it, so I didn't have to add it to this. Okay, these make me nervous. There we go. And I did get the collector's edition of this. So I did talk about this in my last vlog. My aunt and uncle were here. We went to the Grove. And of course, we walked into Barnes & Noble at the Grove, which is my favorite Barnes & Noble in the LA area because it's 3 stories. And I blacked out. We walked in and I immediately went my own way and like lost them for a while. We were there for a bit. I was about to walk out with nothing, which would have been a big shocker. And as I was walking out, I saw this and I was like, oh my God, I was literally reading the book at the time. And I was like, I didn't know that there was a hardcover of this. And I was so shocked. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get it. And then my auntie grabbed it for me and she paid for it. She's the best. So yeah, look at these. I know people are like getting their panties in a twist about the damn sprayed edges, but I love the sprayed edges. I think they're really cool. This is the Naked book. It's really neat. And then the Book of Azrael, and then it has like the language on there, which is pretty cool. And then here is our girl Diana, and then in her wyvern form, and then Liam. So yeah, such a good book. This one actually had a chapter from Caden's point of view, and again, I talked about this in my last vlog, but I guess there was a few of the girls, or one of the girls from book club went to this author event at the beginning of the month, last month, and there was so many Caden girlies there, and she was just like, how? Because she'd only read the first book. And then she read the bonus chapter that's included in this, and it kind of makes you like realize things. And so she read it to us at book club, and we were all just like with our jaws on the floor, like, what? So now we're just curious, like, where does he come into play again? And like, how do people like him? Because he's such a douche. But yeah, other than that, I have just been making my book nails. I'm going to show you guys this and then I'm going to call it a video. All right, so I don't know if you know, but I have always liked doing nails. My mom was a nail tech for a long time, and I like doing my own nails. I like doing other people's nails. And so I have decided to try to do press-on nails that are book themed. And then, you know, people can get them. So I did some Quicksilver and Brimstone nails. And they're supposed to be inspired by the books. Like there's the little fox and just like, I don't know, some fun stuff. I think they would be really fun to just have on because they're very different. So yeah, there's those ones. I don't think I'm going to take them all out of the bags because it'll take forever. Then I just made like inspired by the Blood of Hercules, like just like blush colors with gold, like just really pretty. And these are short in case people can't wear long nails. Like I know a lot of people need to type and stuff and don't wear long nails. And then these are my wacky Twilight nails. I think I am going to actually pull this out. I had made one with this sticker of Edward in mind. And I was like, I'm going to do that. Like I thought I was just so artistic that I was able to just look at something and do it. Hello? No. So that didn't work out. So these are my Twilight nails. Do not judge me. I've called these ones La Push, baby. So I have one that looks like blood, another one that has the trees of forks, and then La Push. This one is supposed to be like her bedding. I don't know if it's focusing. And then this one is sparkly and it says the skin of a killer Bella. And then I have another one that's like the night sky, the vampire fangs, a wolf, more red, and it says Twilight. And then what is this one? Oh, the apple. So I did all those, but originally this was the thumb. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. Focus. It's the skin of a killer Bella. Focus, it's a face. Okay. So my artistic skills only go so far, and it's definitely not in the form of drawing Edward's face on a nail. So yeah, that one's not for sale. But I was showing, I'm like posting them on Instagram. I was like, these are not seeing the light of day. And Courtney's like, I need that one. So Courtney wants this one nail. And so I have it saved for her because I'm going to cut her hair today. So she could take the Edward nail. And then I have another set of, I'm going to take these ones out because they're really cool. I'm going to take both of them out. I only have 2 more. I need to work on another set, a couple sets again, and just keep adding to them. And then, I don't know, maybe people will buy them, maybe not. Maybe I'll just use them for myself and have press-on nails forever. I have another Quicksilver and Brimstone set. So this was the first set that I did. And like, they're like hand-painted and stuff. Like, I'm trying my best. I want it to focus on these. So yeah, this was the first set that I did on my own. And then this one, I'm just calling it like an Elfie short, an Elfie Frenchie. And it's just like a witchy inspired set. There's like, it's like a really pretty green, and it has stars and moons. Yeah, just something cute. So yeah, those are my the things I've been working on. They take hours and hours and hours. Yeah, I have not made any sales yet, but that's okay. Hopefully one day people will like them, or maybe I'll just like keep getting better at it. I think the problem is that I'm not that great at it yet. Like, I don't know. I think I just need to do them like how I would do my own nails, because when I do my own nails, I get a lot of compliments. Like, this is probably something that I would do on myself. And then this one, and then these. So I would do those on myself. I don't think I would do the Twilight ones on myself. And I actually probably would do these too. I think the Twilight one's the only one I wouldn't do on myself. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been posting them on Instagram and getting some traction there, hopefully. Maybe now for the holidays, people will want to buy them. So yeah, I'm going to end the vlog here. I really don't have much else I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to cut Courtney's hair and go to the gym now. And that's about it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope you're reading a good book. I really didn't do much reading on this other than listening to my audiobook. But if I read tonight, I might just record some of it. But and give you some thoughts on Alchemized so far. But all I can say about Alchemized is I am confused. A little bit less confused than when I first started reading it, but still decently confused. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.